So I am Becky Ruin, and my husband is Joel Ruin. We own We Goat Chew, which is a goat landscaping business. We started in 2021 when we got the nannies from Texas, and they were all pregnant. So they had 6 babies out of 5 nannies, and they became our first grazing herd. These are half Spanish, half Boer. They are really great for eating brush. And so you can see the babies eat down here. And then we got middle-sized goats, and then we have some tall goats that can get 9 feet high.
The goats are amazing. They're really hard workers, and they eat about 25% of their weight in buckthorn every day. Got some before and after shots, and they really clean up the woods really nice.
Mark, how's it going?
Not bad. Well, maybe I've been around the goats a little too long, but things are going pretty well here. We've got about 7 acres that we've hired We Goat Chew to bring in their goats and graze down the buckthorn. This has been definitely a community project. There's about 3 of us that have been cutting mature buckthorn, and then with the help of the city, we've removed that mature buckthorn. But as you can see, there's a lot of sprouts, buckthorn sprouts that resurge after that initial harvest. And that's where we thought having a goat harvesting opportunity would be useful.
This effort started with a bunch of residents who said the buckthorn is getting invasive. We want to clear it out. We want to see the natural beauty of the wooded forest. But you can never really get down to the very nubbins of all the plants. So you bring out in the goats, and they go through the buckthorn. They absolutely love the buckthorn. It's fun to watch them. I think residents in the neighborhood have been wandering on the trail and watching the goats chew the buckthorn.
A goat is a browser, not a grazer. And so they will go like you do on a salad bar. You'll say, I have a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and they will pick the things that they want, and then they'll move on. So another thing that they do, they have little tiny triangular-shaped mouths. So they can really get to brush. They can climb trees. They've already climbed several trees out here. They can climb and get things that we can't get. We don't have to use any heavy equipment. So it's amazing what they can do, and they know exactly what to eat.
City has 14 parks. Not all those parks are buckthorn infested. Maybe 6 or 7 of them are particularly problematic. This area that we're in is called Chatham Trails. It is, as you can see, infested with buckthorn. And this particular area of Chatham Trails, there's 20 acres or so in Chatham Trails, all kind of rustic, much as you see here. The project that we're working on now with the goats is 7 acres of that 20 acres.
Well, buckthorn's an invasive species, and in the northern metro, it's become a real problem. And it seems like it overgrows all of the forests, and it gets even into people's yards, and it's a real issue. And how do you effectively eradicate the buckthorn? Well, goats are just one of those options, and it's a good option when like in this particular area, you have a wetland, you can't use pesticides, or you don't want to use pesticides, and the goats are very efficient because they go over every square inch to find buckthorn and eat it. It's like their favorite food.
If we weren't to do anything, what we'd end up with is all buckthorn, literally all buckthorn, because buckthorn is very prolific. It outcompetes all of the native plants, all the native trees, and it's got a longer growing season. So it's quite a challenge, and the only way to win the buckthorn battles is to constantly be out there looking for buckthorn.
So it's a real ecological way to clear out the buckthorn. In next year, the goats will be back, and there will be grass seed sprinkled in here, and the goats will end up unknowingly plant the seed with their hooves as they go through to clean up any buckthorn they may have missed or buckthorn that comes back. And hopefully the wood gets kind of a meadow kind of floor to it, so that it's kind of buckthorn resistant, so the buckthorn seed doesn't get down into the soil and restart again.